You know, Candace said something so powerful. You know, she says, life is about ups and downs, and you have to appreciate the rainy days. But always remember that someone has already been there and already have the answers for you. And remember that we're all the same, so stick on your principles. That was powerful. Let's give Candace another round of applause. So it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. We call her our auntie. Sarah has been in business for 25 years. I'm sorry, her previous career in marketing for 25 years. She's an EMD. This is so funny, fun fact. Sarah was on the marketing team for IHOP, and you guys remember the song Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity? I don't know, I might be dating myself. And she always makes this joke. She said, I sold America really bad. Right? But I'm so excited to hear. If you guys can stand to your feet and help me welcome to Sarah Collins.
But today, this morning, it's the perfect song. Because you guys heard about last night. Guardians, well, first of all, that's bad advertising. Guardians of the Galaxy, I thought, isn't that like a kid's program? So it's probably like a kid bride, right? Nobody told me. And those of you that don't know me really well, I don't take risks. I'm super conservative. I'm literally mostly afraid of my own shadow most of the time. So I went on that last night, and literally I've never been so scared in my entire life. I've been on, I don't do roller coasters. I don't do any of that, right? And then after the ride, I asked Johnny, I said, Johnny, why? Why? I thought we were going to go on Pirates of the Caribbean. And he said, Sarah? And I said, what? He said, you got to get out of your comfort zone. And that's true, because we're in a new era. We're in a new era right now. I've been here for 25 years. I've actually been here longer than my advertising career was only 14 years. So I've been here 25 years. And yes, I started about 10 years old. But, you know, who better to let you know that this is a great time to be in WFG? But even a better time to win in WFG. Do we have any winners in the house? Okay, I'm glad. Every day you should have that affirmation, right? I am a winner. Let's say it. I am a winner. No, it's a great, great time right now. Listen, you all recognize what this is? Has anyone ever ridden in a stagecoach? Anybody? It's here. I also do a comedy show with the clicker. Those have seen me at other events. Okay, we got it quickly. Anyway, a couple summers ago, I took my family to Angels Camp. It's up in the Gold Country near Sacramento, those places. And one day we went to a ghost town. And there was a blacksmith and the guy that does the leather, and we panned for gold. And then we had the bright idea of taking a ride in a stagecoach. Well, it was August, 98 degrees, dusty, dirty. And the first thing that came to my mind was, how did people do this? And they went all across the country, right? How did they do this? And the reason I'm putting this up there is 2 weeks ago, I was on the Zoom with one of my new associates, Jasmine. And her prospect got off the call, the Zoom, and then Jasmine said, can I ask you a question? I said, sure. She said, you mentioned that you guys used to do this in person? And I said, yeah. She goes, how? So I had to go into how we used to drive to the client's house. She was shocked how we had to drive there, or they had to drive to us, and it was very inefficient. So where are we today? Woo! now we're in this fast vehicle, right? Where it basically drives itself. How many people have a Tesla here? Quite a few. Okay, we have to apologize. All right, but that's where we are. But let me tell you, because of that weather report, now not actually a tsunami, so don't get scared, but what is it? Do you guys see the Okay, so I guess you have to click it twice. Tsunami, right? Well, what does that represent? That represents the ginormous need that is out there right now. We've got baby boomers, 10,000 a day turning 65. We've got Gen Xers who don't know how they're going to retire. We've got, I don't know, all the Gen Z, Gen A, whatever they are. No one has gotten the financial education they need to make the proper decisions so they can live a very peaceful and productive and, satisfying life in the future, right? So the tsunami's coming. Now, if you know it's coming, and I know you all do, what are you going to do? Are you going to try to tackle the tsunami by yourself in a surfboard, right? That's my son surfing there. No. He is a surfer, but I would be terrified with that. You don't want to do it by yourself. You want to do it with a cruise ship, right? Filled with licensed professionals that can go out there and help our communities. The need is just so huge right now. So children, I'd like to tell you where I came from. Not originally where I came from. Most of you know I was born in Greece. But, so I am an immigrant here. I am an immigrant. I have that immigrant mentality. But this is how we used to do it. This is how we used to do it. So we had a brick and mortar office, right? There's where we had some of our events at the office. That was my desk set that I got early on, and I remember paying $4,000 for that. There was a bookcase and a credenza in the desk, and I bought it from an attorney, right? But that's how you had to start your career, $4,000. Plus the phone systems. We didn't even have cell phones yet. We had chargers. I'm not chargers. What do you call those? Beepers. We had beepers. And then I remember getting the cubicles because there was a company going out of business and we had to buy all these cubicles, right? And of course the big copiers and fax machines, that's how you set up an office. So now, can you see that? So sometimes they click twice and sometimes, okay. Anyway, the Zoom, I call it the Zoom boom. We can be training people all over the country. I only had people within like a 50-mile radius of my office in the old days. Now we have people all over. And then you see on an early morning appointment there, can you see that? And my slippers on, my jammies on, and my jacket, and I clothes. I help that family. I hope you recognize the timing right now. I have I broke it down to some specifics. As those of you that are business owners, you understand something called overhead, right? And BC, obviously before COVID, typically to open an office was about 50 grand, right? 50 grand. Why? You had to sign a lease, usually for 5 years, right? So at least you were committed for 5 years of staying in business because you couldn't, negate, or what do you call that? Where you don't pay for the lease, right? And then your overhead every single month, your equipment, your copiers, like I said, we had to have a receptionist. It was a brick and mortar office, right? We had to pay for that. File cabinets. By the way, there was no online, no, there was internet. Not that old. I think there was. But everything was written. When we brought somebody on board, that was an application. Our clients, those were applications, and then we put them in file cabinets. File cabinet after file cabinet after file cabinet. So And then overhead projectors, and then later Elmos, right? Each one of those costs so much money. And then what else did we do? Flat screens. Oh, the list goes on. Microphones, we had to have microphones. All this stuff. So now, after COVID, right? Is it after? I think it is. I'm declaring it's after. All right. So, oh, and chairs. Oh my gosh. We used to get at least 100 chairs for every office because we needed the training room, we needed the conference room, we needed the room for our workshops, right? I mean, it was crazy. Okay, so now, and then artwork. You couldn't just have blank walls. We had to go and buy artwork. This is stuff that people, if you own a business, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And this next thing here should go like, I should be recruiting the world right now. Because I don't know, I agree with Johnny, best opportunity out there. I've been here a long time. I hear what other people do, and I cringe. They gotta ask another adult to take days off. They're so worried that their performance has to hit a certain thing, so on their yearly performance, you know, they whatever, you know that. Okay, so after COVID, that $500 investment, most of it going to your licensing, right? So what are you getting? I mean, too much to put on this slide, so I just put your license, right? That license that you can make 6 and 7 figures. I mean, I came from the franchise business. A franchisee at minimum would have to put down $250,000 to start an IHOP restaurant. Doesn't include your payroll, doesn't include your equipment, a million things, right? Okay. A proven system, we're gonna go over system stuff, but a system, if you can come in, like the reason people, you know, don't open their own hamburger stands is they're looking for a proven system. That's the way they pay $1 million to own a McDonald's, right? Here, you're getting the system. And they should charge extra for that. Training, mentoring, people go spend fortune to get mentors, to get trainers out there, right? It comes with it. We get a website, we get payroll, we get accounting. They keep track of your metrics, right? And then IT, can you imagine having a full-time IT person that's keeping up your website? That's what they do with our website. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I hope you see timing is everything. You know, it's such a cliche though. People say that, oh, timing's everything, but I really mean it. Timing is everything. So why? Our products are better than ever. You guys saw the product show next door, that's just a fraction. But even those solutions in that room changes people's lives. The fixed index annuities, the IULs, the Everest, I mean, my gosh, the list goes on and on. So our products are better than ever, right? The company is better than ever. We just saw it, Aegon, right? And WFG paid out over $1 billion last year in commissions to people like ourselves. And we're attracting better people. Johnny just proved it. Better people, attracting better people is better than ever. But I want to add something to that. We're getting better than ever at attracting attractive people. Look at you all. Really cute. Okay. but guys, families are worse off than ever. Families are worse off than ever. Especially now with COVID, it's taken them a few notches back. Inflation, stock market, the list goes on and on. So, we are revolutionizing business building here, all right? With speed, efficiency, and easy access. How? Streamline licensing. 7 to 10 days, 10 to 15 days, pick one, let's go. Right? Net licensing. You got your license now, make money. That's what you're here to do. I always tell people you do not put your license, perma-plaque it on your wall and don't do anything with it. No, right away. Production, that's going to lead to production. It's going to lead to promotions. At work, you've got to wait how many years just to get a nod? Here, we want to promote you quickly, right? And then cash flow. I mean, we have great examples of that. We're revolutionizing the delivery of financial education and solutions with speed, efficiency, easy access. How? Appointments, anytime, anywhere. I was doing them in my PJs, right? Clients stay in the comfort of their home. I had one guy laying in bed, Sergio's client, shirtless. Johnny, and with these tattoos, it was weird. And then another lady in the bathtub. That was just the last few months. People have gotten very comfortable with Zoom. And receiving education solutions and quick approval. Guys, what does this sound like? Speed, efficiency, easy access. I don't think anybody knew that Amazon was coming. They don't know we're coming. We got the model, we got the system, we're doing it. So in the old days, the old mindset, I hope that isn't you, the outdated thinking, the slow and steady, whatever. This is not a marathon, because that's too slow. Right now, we are in the new paradigm, which is what? This is a sprint. We got to be open to change, right? We got to stay hungry. We got to think bigger. We got to think faster, and we got to think smarter. Okay? Fast success. It's been said you can't microwave success. Well, dang. Here's some examples.